So it's now officially 2026. Happy 2026 and Happy New Year to all of you. And I hope the year blesses you beyond belief. And today I want to talk about something that I plan on doing in 2026. Yes, I'm tacky. Yes, I have a New Year's resolution. And yes, I also, probably like you and a lot of people, don't typically stick to it. But as I'm getting older and maybe getting a little more wiser, of course, that's just my opinion, I've come to realize after being on this earth 29 years and watching people as I grow up, a lot of people love to buy bullshit. And every now and then, I do as well, and I guess I just didn't even realize it. Before we get started, actually, I'm not good at Battlefield by any means. You probably know this if you've seen any of my previous videos, but this one in particular, I think I did really bad. So enjoy this gameplay. It's quite fantastic. So if you're an American, you probably are familiar with debt because we love debt. You pay for everything with debt these days. You can use your credit card. You can do buy now, pay later with almost every single store. I even remember the original buy now, pay later that came out around Christmas time that people called layaway. And yes, you've probably heard about it, but if not, you can actually even pay DoorDash orders with buy now, pay later and spread it out over a few months if you want to. And the point I'm making is right now, it's easier than ever to buy things that we don't need and utter crap. And that's what they want, right? Companies want their revenue to go up over time, public companies at least, because that shows that they're growing, that shows the shareholders that they're an investable company, and hopefully their stock price can rise while squeezing you, the consumer. And in the end, everyone just wants to make more money, right? So why not offer debt to have people buy more than what they need? And I am going to put my foot down to this year, and I'm going to say, you know what? I am going to get rid of a lot of my stuff. I'm going to list a lot of things that I don't need on eBay and be very conscientious of the things that I purchase in the year 2026, and I think you should too. The fact of the matter is, including mortgages, the average total debt per person in the US in mid-2025 is $104,000, almost $105,000 per person. That is insane. Yes, I know mortgage is included in that, but if you take mortgages out, it's actually closer to around $23,000. And this can include things like credit cards, those buy now, pay laters that we're talking about, even car loans for cars that people simply shouldn't get because they can't afford them. In 2025, the average credit card debt for millennials is around 7 grand. Gen X is about 10 grand. Boomers are about 6,800. And I, quite frankly, just see those numbers rising over time, and you probably do as well. And it's very tough because we live in a consumer society. We see this on social media. You see it on this platform, YouTube, where people show off all of the things that they have and all the materials that they have and how you should get them too someday. And you should strive to get to them. And I'm not saying you shouldn't buy anything in the year 2026. Obviously, that's not true. But for me, I'm just going to be more conscientious of the things that I do buy because I typically am conscientious. I usually think long and hard about things before I buy them. And even when I do that, I end up just not using the product, not using the item, and it just sits on a shelf and collect dust. And that money was all for nothing. I'll give you an example. I bought a Meta Quest 3 around this time last year because I wanted to gift it to myself for Christmas. I thought I would use it. I thought it would be fun to play some games in VR and check out what everyone was talking about. And I've probably used it a total of 6 or 7 times, and I paid over $300 for that item, and right now it sits on my shelf and it hasn't moved in probably 6 months. And I thought long and hard about it. I looked at reviews, I watched YouTube videos on the product and all of these things, and I still ended up buying it and never using it. So even the trick that people talk about, if you're thinking about buying a product, wait a few weeks and see if you still want it. I applied that to this Meta Quest, and I still don't use it even after I delayed buying it. I think one of the reasons people always fall into this cycle of continuing to buy junk and crap is because they don't truly know how much they're spending. It's really easy to keep buying things, $5 each or $10 each, or go out and get a Jersey Mike sub for $12 or whatever the case may be and continue to do these little transactions when you don't know the grand total of all these things combined. And because I consider myself frugal, though you'll see here, maybe that's all a farce, I found a free way for you to track all of your spending. There are services out there like Rocket Money, I believe, which tracks all of your spending, and probably a few other premium applications as well, where it'll tell you how much you're spending and the categories you're spending. But SoFi actually has a free spending tracker on their app/website, and it's called SoFi Relay. And I use this. I link up all of my credit cards. It's totally trustworthy, and they go ahead and they tell you how much you spend each and every month and on what categories that you spent that money in. And here is my whole 2025. You can see it's broken down by all of the different categories. Some of these are incorrect, like entertainment. I had a $6,000 jewelry purchase, so it's way inflated. It's not really entertainment. And like services, I think I have a website that I host, so that gets put into that one. So some of these maybe need recategorized, which you're able to do on your own. But you can set this up totally free and track how much you're spending and in what category each and every month. The big one probably for all of us is the food and drink. $6,600 I supposedly spent in the year 2025. Now, something I am okay spending money on when it's done well is travel. Because I'm one of those people that I think experiences far outweigh buying physical things like the MetaQuest that I'll never use, when I could spend it on an experience with friends and family and have a wonderful time. And once you set up something like this that tracks all of your spending, then it's very eye-opening. Like for me, how did I spend $6,600 in the year of 2025 on food and drink? And you can see right here, we probably already have a problem because I bought McDonald's twice in 2 days, though it wasn't a whole lot. These are the kind of transactions I'm talking about. They're little transactions. I had Chipotle, I had McDonald's. I went to the grocery store and bought some stuff that I might never use. It's just going to sit in my refrigerator until it expires and then I throw it away. I'm very bad at that as well. And no one knows you quite like you. So I can't tell you, hey, you spend so much in this category, you should reevaluate that and see how you can cut back. You have to become accountable and responsible for your own actions. I think we've lost that in America, this accountability and that responsibility. Like, no one anymore is responsible for their own actions and the situations that they put themselves in. Some of the times it's legit. Maybe you didn't deserve the outcome that you got. But a lot of the time, it's really our choices that get us there. And how you spend money is one of those choices. And if I could take the money that I spent on some of this crap and I put it into investments, how much better would I be off right now? And in the future, how much would I be thanking myself? So I'm not telling you to go ahead and cut out everything in your life that you enjoy, but find that natural balance. What makes sense and what doesn't. Stop buying bullshit and start taking control of your financial future. This is definitely something I'm going to work on in 2026, and I'm going to be cognizant of as the year progresses, and I hope you do too. Go ahead and check out SoFi Relay, or if you find another similar free application to track your spending, feel free to try those out too. I don't have any affiliation with SoFi whatsoever. Not that they would, because I only have like 4 subscribers on this channel, so that'd be silly of them to pay me. But whatever makes sense for you, go ahead and use it, because being able to visualize it and see it makes a huge difference. And thank you so much for watching and hearing me ramble on as usual. Hopefully you find it entertaining and enjoy it, and I hope to see you in a future video.